Think Sherlock Holmes is perfect? A robotic genius who never fails? Nope. You're wrong. In this video, our legendary detective gets absolutely outsmarted. Not by a criminal mastermind, but by a woman. And all because of one single photo. Don't believe me? Let's dive in. After the last case, Holmes was back to being unemployed and, let's say, extremely bored. Meanwhile, Watson, freshly married, was glowing with happiness. He brought Holmes a letter that smelled like pure money. Holmes took one look and said, "Jackpot! A big client is coming." The letter was short. "I'll be there at 8 p.m. Right on time, a mysterious giant appeared. He was dressed like he just came from a winter festival, wearing a mask that hid absolutely nothing. "Cut the drama, dude!" Holmes ripped the mask off. Rip! Identity revealed. It's the King of Bohemia, a notorious playboy. Caught red-handed, the king spilled the tea. He's in big trouble. He's about to get married to a Scandinavian princess. But here's the problem. The princess is a perfectionist. If she finds out about his wild past, the wedding is cancelled. And oh boy, his past is spicy. 5 years ago, the king had a secret affair with Irene Adler, a famous and stunning opera singer, and because he wasn't very bright, he took a photo with her as a souvenir, caught in 4K. Now, Irene threatens to leak this photo on the day of his engagement. The king tried everything. Burglars? Failed. Bribing servants? Failed. She outplayed all his tricks. Desperate, he turned to Holmes. Smart detective plus a fat paycheck? Holmes took the job immediately. The next morning, Holmes used his master of disguise skill. He transformed into a drunk groom to spy on Irene's house. But while lurking outside, Holmes discovered something shocking. Irene has a new boyfriend, a handsome lawyer. Suddenly, they rushed out of the house and jumped into a carriage. "Follow that car!" Holmes grabbed a cab and chased them to a church? Turns out they were getting married. But the law requires a witness, and the church was empty. Seeing Holmes standing there, the groom grabbed him like he was a bag of gold. "You! Come in here!" So, our detective went from stalker to best man in 5 seconds. What a plot twist! Done deal. Irene even kissed Holmes on the cheek to say thanks. Holmes went home completely confused. But business is business. That night, Holmes and Watson prepared a sneaky plan. Spoiler alert, it involves smoke bombs. This time, Holmes disguised himself as a poor, old priest. A perfect look to get sympathy. In front of Irene's house, Holmes staged a fake fight. Hired thugs pushed the old priest to the ground. Action! Holmes put on an Oscar-worthy performance. He smeared fake blood on his face and groaned in pain. "Oh, my back!" Seeing an injured old man, Irene rushed out to help and brought him inside. Exactly what he wanted. Once inside, Holmes gave the signal. Outside, Watson threw the smoke rocket into the house and shouted, "Fire! Fire! Everybody run!" Smoke everywhere. Panic everywhere. Now, Psychology 101. When there's a fire, a woman rushes to save her most precious possession. Bingo! Irene ran straight to the living room and checked behind a secret panel. That's where the photo is. Mission accomplished. Holmes realized it was a false alarm and said goodbye. He planned to come back tomorrow with the king to legally take the photo. Walking home, a young man passed by and said, "Good night, Mr. Holmes." Holmes was too happy to notice anything suspicious. Big mistake. Next morning, the trio, Holmes, Watson, and the king, arrived at Irene's house, ready to celebrate. But surprise, the maid threw a bucket of cold water on their dreams. "My mistress has left for Europe. She is never coming back." They rushed to the secret hiding place, and guess what? It was empty. No photo, just a letter for Holmes and a portrait of Irene herself. She was one step ahead. Holmes read the letter and felt the burn. It said, "Dear Holmes, your disguise was amazing, but I suspected you. So I dressed as a man and followed you home. I was the one who said good night to you last night. Don't worry, I love my new husband now. The photo is safe. unless the king tries to hurt me. The king was overjoyed. I'm saved. He offered Holmes a giant diamond ring as a reward, but Holmes refused. He looked at the portrait of Irene and said, I'll just keep this photograph. And that's the story. For the first time, the legendary detective was defeated by a woman. From that day on, he never mocked women again. To him, she is always the woman. Thanks for watching. I've added more visuals. Hope you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Stickman mysteries. See you in the next case.